Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Virgo for August 2021. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone, and especially anyone who's new to my channel for the very first time. And I'd just like to highlight a few things before we begin. Number one, the format of how this reading will flow. So the card on the left is representing a message from the Archangel that you'll be working with for this month. And the card on the right will be a message from your guardian angel. Now the card on the right comes from the Major Arcana, and this will highlight the major themes, lessons, influences, etc., that are and energies that are moving through your life and shaping what you're experiencing on the day-to-day, which is what on the right side, the cards are from the Minor Arcana, which represent the day-to-day motifs, if you will, the ways that this bigger lesson, bigger picture is affecting you personally. And it's a message from your guardian angel. Also, it comes in the form of a divine prescription, a way that you might work with the bigger lessons and the energies and influences that are moving through your life at this time. Okay, so, and the next thing I want to highlight is just a reminder that I'm still continuing my special offer for my half-hour reading, which is normally $77, is being extended for 1 full hour. So you can get my half-hour reading for 1 full hour. And I've been doing this since the pandemic began, so many months ago. And just to offset the cost, this is the angels asked me to do. And so if you would like an angel reading, you would go to my webpage, theangelschool.com/services page, and then you would just select the half-hour reading as it normally is. There's no changes or special offer written there. And what you would do is you can, within 24 hours, in the first business day, I will send you a confirmation email noting that special offer and for the full hour. And there will also be instructions about how to set up your angel reading as well. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. And just really breathe and place your attention on your heart center. As you can see, I place a lot of rose quartz here, as it's instructed by the angels. And so they're writing the word perspective and the word lovers. And I think they're referring to the card. Excuse me. And so there is a sense. Now I'm going to share with you some information about the month in general as well. But so this falls into what's happened at the beginning of the month, which they would just give me a little bit more information about. So it pertains to the August 8th new moon, that there is a stargate. Some people are calling it the Lion's Gate, and the number is 555. This energy sequence, and what they were telling me now, and I think this is what the lovers piece is about. It's this both sides of ourselves, the masculine, divine masculine, and the divine feminine, will be coming together, a really full integration. And let me just take a moment how they showed it. So basically it's about the balancing out of we've had like just an overemphasis in the masculine energy. And so for the very first time, this is going to balance out, going through that Stargate, which they showed me looked like a flame, a tongue of flame. I don't know how to say that. A flamed tongue is what it looked like the Midas on the bishop's hat, headdress. And that when you go through this Stargate and this energy sequence, that it's going to bring this divine feminine and masculine into balance. And it's really going to shift your perspective. It's really going to, something else I want to say, but I was raised too well to say it, but it's going to really screw with you. It really is. Because one of the ways it was showing me with a reading I did for a daily card message is like they were showing me, and this you're going to hear me talk about the other vision, was the Queen of Pentacles, and then with the rabbits, and I'll get back to that. But then I saw the very next day a vision of the King of Pentacles without his throne, and he's holding a rabbit and just in tears. He's very emotional. And he was wiping his eyes because tears was just cascading down his face. But, he wasn't, and it reminded me of the Five of Cups. So the thing is all, like the symbolism was being sort of mixed from these three cards, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. And that's what it's just going to really screw with us in that way, because what we thought we were, what we thought our plans were, that what we thought was important to us, or the mask is really going to fall. And he was crying because this pure white rabbit that he was holding in his hand represented this miraculous miracle of unconditional love. And that his core self, the purity, the white rabbit, brought this purity and brought out of him this gentleness and this nurturing qualities that he's not used to. And so in that way, we're going to find ourselves really, it's going to feel like pieces are out of order and scrambled and mixed in ways. And for those of us who like our order, like our routines, etc., which is all this, ego, right? That's really going to screw with us a bit. But at the same time, we're falling. It's like a breaking up in order to fall together in the right way. That so it's almost like a recalibrating or restructuring of our perspective, our consciousness, so that now we're really on this ascension path. And that's the other thing they mentioned. And this was all just before the reading started. So it's going to really place us on that ascension path with a higher level of integrity. So in this month, going back to the bunnies and trying to watch my time here, this was sort of like an empress, as I said, Queen of Pentacles image, and a woman, an African-American woman, was shuffling around her bosoms in her dress, and it was like she was urgently trying to free them. And when she did, immediately appeared a baby just out of the hospital, newborn, wrapped in a blanket, a little beanie, and she was embracing the child, eagerly ready to embrace the child and surround it with her love. Then later it changed to the bosoms of where the cleavage, a bunny rabbit, white bunny rabbit, then a white dog, then a tree, which is with the roots and the branches, no leaves, came out of the cleavage, which is my symbol for our alignment to higher self, right? And to Gaia, because roots. And then a whole bunch of bunnies, white bunnies, just came out like a magician's rabbit in the hat kind of thing. And all this white energy, the fertility, the rebirth. So in this month, there's going to be with this Lion's Gate, this Stargate, Stargate of Lyra, this is really going to be sort of a a huge event for us. And this is all starting on the new moon. So it's really interesting how this Stargate event and the new moon are going to come together, and it'll be the new moon in Leo. So we have this creativity, right? The Empress, this creativity that's flowing, possibilities that'll be flowing for us, opportunities, new opportunities. We can fight this, or we can really go with it, and that's always going to be up to us. We might. Some of us may not even be aware that this, or have the experience that I'm describing. And it's going to happen on so many different levels because of our levels of resistance. But it does not mean that you're not going to go through that gate. But once you do, things are going to be really amplified. The energy is going to be amplified in a way that if you've really been working against your potential, your truth, you'll really know it. You'll know it. You'll see what you're doing. Because this balance is going to create this clarity of perspective unlike you've ever had, and in a way unlike the world has ever had. So it'll be interesting to see how this affects the world, governments, and how people are conducting themselves, and what sticks and what doesn't stick, and what truths and what lies, and how they affect, and what lives and what doesn't, and how it twists and turns. So very important unfolding. All right, so let's take a look at the message from your. Okay, so we have the moon card. It's the second time this has appeared in these readings for the month of August. And it's the Archangel Haniel. So this, Virgo, this is really speaking to us, the cycles, right? The cycles of the moon, but just also in symbolism, just cycles. And that you're going to be going through a really important cycle, and that something is going to surface for you. So, the moon brings up, so first of all, it creates shadows. It's a light, but because it's nighttime, it creates shadows, as well as in the ways that it illumines. It also creates sort of this dreamy atmosphere where nothing is really truly clear, no matter how bright that moon is. Because the moon is really helping us to see beyond the veil, to see the phantoms, the illusions that we've been projecting, and we get to see them in the night and see them under the moonlight, where we don't normally have that opportunity. And so this means that something is coming. You have an opportunity to reset. So with the new moon, you get to reset and start over. But the thing is, as you go through the cycles, be aware of by the time you reach the new moon, what is coming up for you to heal. And so, Virgos, this is going to be a profound opportunity for you to heal the shadows, to heal those illusions, so that you can stop projecting those fears and be clear about what it is that you're doing, so that you can really open your heart to the frequencies of this Stargate with 555 is about, huge changes just rumbling throughout all facets and areas of your life. And you have this chance, this is an opportunity to really change course. And so don't be afraid of being a witness in this month to the energies that are unfolding. And here we have the Queen of Water. So, Virgo, this is like you being a little bit out of your element, depending on if your chart and where you have how much water you have in other areas of your chart. But this is sort of a little bit like being out of your element, but at the same time, you think about water for Earth. This is sort of nurturing for you. So, it may feel a little ungrounding, but it's going to be a time of nurturance. So just let yourself be nurtured by the truth, and to heal, things emotionally that are that are triggering you and holding you back. And with the Queen of Cups, you know, she tends to make it about everybody else and loves that. What you're going to want to do, Virgo, is really be aware of overdoing that, especially during this time where you need to create space for yourself. Um, so the Hermit is the Virgo card, and I think it is. For some reason, my mind is just coming to me, the Hermit. I hope I'm right, but I'm gonna go with it. But the idea is that, but the message is what I really need for you is that you need to create some time for yourself. Okay, you need to create space, sacred space for yourself. So all that beautiful sacred space that you set for everybody else, do it for yourself in this month so that you can really be a witness to your own transformation. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and I wish you a beautiful month of August.